Yo, what's up guys? I'm Dr. P and welcome back today for a new Fortnite video. Now in today's video, we're taking a look at who might control the underground lab at Wailing Woods that, as you guys know, just formed a bunch of portals. We'll get into everything in just a second. If you guys could do me a favor though and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see, that would be much appreciated. So like I said before, and as I'm sure you guys know by now, there are a bunch of new portals that were formed underneath Wailing Woods that kind of connect to each other. You can teleport all around the lab and then go back to where you just teleported from. You can even teleport to the cabin surrounding the middle maze area in Wailing Woods. So it's definitely interesting. I've talked about this a lot before. I'm not going to go too far in detail to it right now. But ever since this update dropped, version 6.3 a couple days ago, and these portals formed underneath Wailing Woods, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out who could possibly be behind it and what the reasoning could be. For one, seeing those portals proves that the technology is advancing. They're progressing and figuring out how to replicate these rifts. That's what it looks like the goal was, and that's what it looks like the goal continues to be. But what does that mean? Who was behind it? These questions are extremely important. Yesterday, as they typically do, new skins came out at 7 p.m. Eastern. I wasn't paying much attention to it, but I woke up this morning and I saw all sorts of people on Twitter, you should follow me by the way, tweeting at me saying, Dr. P, look at this. And sure enough, I looked at the new skin and it looks like we may be onto something here, guys. Huge shout out to you guys for helping me figure this out. The skins we got yesterday were two wizard skins. One is called Caster. He's obviously just a mage wizard type guy, and he also has a female counterpart called Elmira. They both obviously are wizards or mages of some sort. I saw a lot of people saying maybe these people could be responsible for the introduction of the new portals underneath Wailing Woods, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, it's not unlikely and not uncommon for Epic Games to make skins from the item shop be related to the storyline in a major way. We've seen it in the past, and we know they have done it before, so they very well could have done it again. Just this past season, there were multiple characters from the item shop that regularly appeared in the loading screens. Rex, Bright Bomber, Cuddle Team Leader, just among a couple, and even in this season's loading screen, they have continued to appear, so it's not unlike them at all if they were to make this happen, and quite frankly, very well could be the case. So if you think about it, these people are sorcerers. You could probably, put the blame on them if you were in a room with a bunch of people and then you see a bunch of portals form out of nowhere. You're probably going to put the blame on the sorcerer who knows how to summon portals, and maybe that's the case because the portals that you see are actually a ton different than any other rift we have in the game. So it's not like we've seen that exact type of portal before. We've seen stuff like it, but maybe it was formed in a different way. Maybe it was formed by magic from these sorcerers, and just the way they do it is different, and it's a completely different type of portal. I mean, the rifts you get into send you flying up into the sky. These portals simply are going to connect you between multiple locations. So if you factor in everything I just said there, you make a very compelling argument that these people, with the timing and everything, with this portal just being formed and then a day after these wizards coming to the shop, you could make the argument that this is already looking very strong in the case of the wizards being responsible. But I'm going to blow your mind here. I have even more compelling evidence that, in my opinion, sends this entire thing over the edge, and it's almost like they're completely guilty for it when you look at it from this perspective, and I'm going to blow your mind right now. If you look at the description of the caster skin, it actually says, the Wandering Warlock of Wailing Woods. Wow, that is pretty convincing if you consider the location of the laboratory right under Wailing Woods. Coincidence? I don't know. I don't think so, and maybe not. There are a whole bunch of skins in the game that have a certain location, a POI from Fortnite in the description of that skin, and Wailing Woods was one of the few areas on the map that actually did not have any skin repping Wailing Woods. That was something we thought that might be a possible connection to the bunker or anything over there. But finally, there's a skin that's representing Wailing Woods, and it just so happens to be these wizards who look like they just might be responsible. The thing about these guys, though, to me, is they're both dressed pretty old-fashioned to me. It doesn't look like they're super modern wizards. So is it possible that they are from another timeline, yet another dimension? We've been talking a lot about these time travel theories, but man, they make a whole lot of sense, don't they? So if we assume just for the sake of the video that he is from some other timeline, then where is it? Well, my theory is he came from the area of the Icy Castle that appears on the permanent rift underneath Wailing Woods, the original rift. There's been a lot of speculation of what this might be or what this might symbolize or represent. What if the scientists who run the lab were trying to harness the power of the rift so they could accomplish something? What that is, we don't know yet. And to do that, they knew they had to go back in time and get wizards who knew how to do it. So they went and contacted them through that rift, made a portal to the other side, got these wizards from the past to come here so they could help them develop the technology to make the portals. I mean, if you look at the skin caster's name itself, his name is Caster, as in he's the one who casted the spell to make the portals. I mean, I feel like it's almost Epic trying so hard to tell us what's going on and seeing if we'll bite. Well, Epic, not today. I really dug deep and tried my best to figure out anything I could about the skin Elmira and her description, of course, that is, she will literally charm you. So I did a little bit of research into what her name might mean, literally just the name, the definition, and it's just quite simply noblewoman. It just means a very high-class person of high prestige. So then I turned my focus to the description, and I thought to myself, what's the most important word out of this whole sentence? And it was very quite simply charm. If you look up the definitions of charm, there's one definition that's not the first or second option, but the third option, that is an object, act, or saying believed to have a magic power. I'm sure you guys have all heard of people wearing charm bracelets or maybe even a lucky rabbit's foot or just anything you might think is lucky, maybe a lucky sports jersey for a game day. Just there's all sorts of charms. And the most important thing to take away from that definition is the word magic, and then the word after that, power. So both of these wizard skins, Caster in the name and Elmira in the description, are basically teasing their ability to perform magic, further strengthening the case that they made the portals. And then literally within 48 hours, these skins come out, and not only does everything line up with like what type of person might make the portals, but then it also explicitly says they are the wandering warlocks of Wailing Woods, and then the location matches up with where the lab is. Everything's pointing in that direction for me personally. I'm definitely curious though. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I'm always curious and always interested to read your guys' comments and reply to as many as I can. Believe me, if you type a comment in the comment section, I am 100% going to read it. I try to reply to as many as I can. If you really want to get in contact with me though, the best way to do it is over on my Twitter page. I always keep you guys updated with breaking Fortnite news in real time. I do occasional giveaways, and I don't know, I like to think my tweets are funny, so maybe you'll get a good laugh. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end of this one, go in the comments and let me know if you're hashtag Team Burger or hashtag Team Pizza. Obviously, you guys know the food fight war, and something big is happening with the storyline, including Tomato Head and Durburger, and I just want to know which side you're on, because personally, I'm going to stick with my man Durburger, hashtag Team Burger, because, I mean, he was here first. Tomato Head, you're intruding. That's it for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll catch you later, and peace.